In the 2D sketch, we can find the two center lines here. I didn't draw the center lines. I don't need that one. That's why I didn't draw. So if you want, you can draw it. Now, if you want to make it 3D, you can directly go to extrude modes and make it 3D. Now, automatically the inner loop will be a hollow model. It won't be extruded. I will give some thickness this way, and you can make it a 3D model. So, any questions about this one? So, if you don't have questions, we will move on to the next tutorial. I will look at this one, chapter 4, tutorial 4. So here gradually I am increasing the complexity of the model. So we will start this. So if you look at this, you have a center line and you have some several loops here. So better you don't start directly from the inner sides. Just try to complete the outer loops, and we'll come to the inner side later. So I will start with the front plane again. I'm sketching the sketch mode. I'll draw a center line. Now we can directly use the line tool and finish this. So you can start from wherever you like. So I will start from here even. You can start, or we can draw a single line here. So there's a tool called midpoint line. So the midpoint line is helpful for you to get a symmetrical line like this. So this is the midpoint line, and it's coming back to a normal line later. So you can draw one segment symmetrical to the center. Then you can just go through the normal line tool. Then this way I'm just drawing a rough sketch. Escape. So now it's almost okay. Rough sketch is okay. Now I will make it symmetrical. Click on these things. Okay. Then we can make this one symmetrical. Excuse me. These buttons, everything are obstructing my view.
Excuse me, sir. So I have a little question. Hello.
Yes.
I had a question so that if we convert to a sketch into a 3D model, how to reverse it? Like how to convert back it to a sketch? I can't do that. I tried undo.
Yeah.
I can do only from doing undo.
Yeah. If you make it 3D now, say if you make it 3D, okay. If you want to go back to the 2D sketch, you have to always press this arrow
Yeah.
and go to the 2D sketch and go to edit.
All
Then you
right.
can go to edit
All right.
mode and do the editing. Or else, if you want, you can delete this one and get the 2D sketch back and do the editing. So you can keep the 3D model and edit the 2D sketch, or you can delete the 3D model and edit the sketch. uh, Now I have to do some. I have to add some relations again. So I added this one symmetric, this one symmetric. These can be symmetric. Say I'll just apply that. Then this line symmetric. You can give equal even, no problem. This is symmetric. I'm trying to give a lot of symmetricity, then it's easy. So when I change this one, now it should nicely adjust. Should nicely adjust. You can see it's nicely adjusting. So I don't need to give equal here even because its symmetricity is given. So if you are not sure, you can give the equal also. So this one is 10, height is 10, this is 10. So all these are 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So I can give that equal relation for everyone. So this is equal to this one, equals to this one, equals to this one. So since the symmetricity is there, you don't need to select this, but I will give it. You don't need to select this side. Symmetricity is given. So, so lot of relations have been given. Now 10, 10, 10 everywhere are given. Uh, this line can be equal to this, but symmetricity is given. No need to give. Just I'm giving just to show you that there are a lot of ways. So no need to give this. Symmetricity is there. Then we will try to apply some dimensions. Now this is 30. This is 10. Uh, then this is 40. Then this height is 10. From here to this point is 10. You can select the points also, not only lines, points. Then mm, that's it. I think 10. This angle should be given 45. So how can I give an angle in solid? So here I don't have this additional line drawn, so don't worry. So if you don't have an additional line, what can we do? We just select this line and this point. So when you select the line and the point, he will give you 4 quadrants here. So you need to select this as the angle quadrant, then give 45. So this is how we give 45. So I'll do it again. Just go to smart dimensions. As under smart, you have different methods. You can apply horizontal, vertical coordinates. So I didn't do these things. There's no way of applying an angle dimension. So we have to use the smart way and select this line, select this point, and get this required required quadrant. So this is the quadrant I want. This is 45. Nicely, it's adjusting both sides. So this is how we give the angle. Still, this is underdefined. Blue lines are there. Mm, Since we have given 45, we don't need to give this 10. This is a weak dimension. Within the bracket means it's a weak dimension. So if I try to give 10 here, we will give it. It's going to be overdefined, so no need. Why is still blue? This dimension is not there. That's the main reason, I think. In the drawing also, they haven't given the main dimension. 10. If I try to give this dimension,
So,
it's going to be overdefined.
excuse me.
Yes.
Can you please explain again that how to give that angle, that 45 degrees? How to mention that actually?
Yes, right. Machine is slow. So you can go to smart. Just select this line. Select the point here. Then you will get 4 arrows. So I want to put the angle here. So you need to select this arrow. If you select this arrow, the angle will be put here.
Okay.
That's how it works.
All right, that's good.
Now I have given all the necessary dimensions, relations, but you can see some blue lines still appear. The problem here is I didn't consider about the origin. So the origin is somewhere in the middle in the drawing. So we didn't have any, this origin is not a part of the drawing at the moment. So earlier when I drew the sketches, I put the origin here, origin there. So that's automatically I fix my drawing to the origin. So here I didn't fix my drawing to the origin. That's the problem. I'm getting these blue lines. So one method is, say if you just try to take this here, if you try to take this drawing here, it's floating. Still it's floating because it's not fixed to the origin. So if you try to put it here in the origin, this problem will be overcome. I hope you understood. Now this drawing is not fixed. It's floating. It's relative to the origin, still not fixed to the origin. So one thing we can do is we can take this point and this point and make it coincident. So when you do that, quickly you can see it's becoming black. Now the drawing is not floating, it's fixed to the origin. So this is one way of doing that. Now it's fully defined. Otherwise what we can otherwise we can do what? Now the problem is it's going here and there like this. It's not traveling horizontally because it's symmetrical. Another method is we can give additional dimension from the origin to this horizontal line. So this is also possible. Say we take this as it is. This is also possible. So now what I have done is I have prevented the drawing going up and down. So from this dimension, or else you put this origin somewhere here or somewhere here, then it will be becoming black. So there are two ways. One way is you can put the dimension with respect to the origin. Other one is you can make these 2 points coincident with each other. Then this becomes black. So try to get a black outer shape. Then we will proceed to the next one. So you can draw the inside now after you fully define the outer lines. So I will save this drawing as the tutorial number 4. So try to get this, then we will go inside the part. We will draw the inside of the part. You can continue the drawing. I'm giving time for you to practice. At home also you can do further. I will give you some tutorials to practice at home also. Now we can concentrate on the middle areas. So we have circles and we have a slot kind of a shape. So we will use the line tool again and draw this. So we can use this midpoint line if you like. Just draw somewhere here. Then we will edit it. I just do a rough sketch. All are blue lines. Now we will give the dimensions. Now this is also a symmetric drawing, and this is equal to this one, equal. This one is equal, so there are a lot of relations we can apply. I will give symmetricity. Then this is equal. Then this equal. Then we will give value for this is 5. The height is 5 here. Then total is 10. Then middle is also 10. That is, I can make this one equal, this one even. We will do that. This is equal to this. And this is 10. Then from the, now this is important to make the drawing fully defined. 15 from here, otherwise it will float. This is 15. Now you can see it's getting black. So all the lines are still black. You can try this also. Then we will we can draw the circles. Okay, so we will continue. Now we have to draw the circles. If you look at the dimensions in this drawing, it says 2 times diameter 10. So this is the diameter symbol. The circle has a 10 millimeter diameter, and there are 2 circles. So 2 times means there are 2 circles. So we can draw circles in a convenient location. So we will just draw a circle, and the diameter is 10. Now we have to locate the circle accurately. Circle is actually uh, aligned with this horizontal line here, which is ending here. So the circle center should be uh, aligned with the center line going through this. So it's not drawn in the diagram. If you want, you can put 10 here and locate the circle accurately, 10, 10. Or else you draw 2 center lines and locate. So I prefer giving the dimension. You can do whatever you like. So this is 10. It's not given in the drawing, but you need to understand it. From here to here, it's 10. Otherwise, it will float. The circle will float. Now it's fully defined. So now this side also I have to do the same thing, but better you uh, get a mirror. So we will look at some editing options now. So there's an editing tool called mirror. If I'm going fast, tell me. So I drew the circle here. I can draw another one and I put all the dimensions again. Or else we can do something like this. So we will just draw something like this, a circle which is an arbitrary size, and make this circle equal to this circle. Can be done. Now equal symbol B. But here I cannot locate it. From the relations I can't locate. So the easiest one I can do is I can mirror this circle along this line this side. So we will not delete this and apply this mirror tool. Mirror tool, entities to mirror. This is the main entity to mirror. Mirror about is this line. So you can see a copy has been created. A copy. So if you just delete this one, what happens here is this one will be deleted, and you will get the copy only. So I need both the guys. So you have to pick this copy tool. Entities to mirror is this one. Mirror about is this. So that's, so I don't need to give any dimensions for this guy because this is depending on the parent here. Say if I just turn this to a 15 size, the copy will also do it, follow it. Say 5, you can see it's nicely changed. So that's how the mirror tool works. It's kind of a symmetric tool, and mirror and symmetricity are almost
So,
same.
excuse me, can you show me that mirror process again?
Okay. Now here earlier I did the arbitrary circle and I made the circle radius equal. So if you want, you can apply the symmetricity for this equal, not apply mirror. I can say select this point, this line, this point, and apply symmetry. That is also possible. You draw a circle somewhere here and apply equal radius and apply symmetry. That's also possible. Or else, forget about drawing circles, directly go to mirror, entities to mirror this. Mirror line is this. Get a copy. That's all. So my sketch is fully defined still. So you try to get something like this. Then we can make it a 3D model. Hope you are okay with this. So I will make it 3D now. So you can directly go to features and make it texture. If you have done mistakes in the drawing, you may not get the 3D model. So you need to have closed loops. Can't have open holes here. If you have a tiny hole in the drawing, it won't make a 3D. So make sure all these things are coincide with each other. All the joints are perfectly close, and I can make it a 3D part.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So I have a question. How did you make that middle part like a hole?
This one.
Yes, yes.
It's automatically becoming a hole. When you have a loop inside another loop, the inner loop will be
So gonna become hole.
automatically it should become a hole. I don't need to manually do it. Say if I delete this sketch, this 3D, this should be a closed loop. All these should be closed. Then when you try to make it a 3D model, automatically this becomes
All right.
hollow.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I have it now. Okay.
So if you look at our tutorials, I have given all the ways of drawing these sketches. This may not be the only way. So we have completed all the 4 tutorials in the chapter 2. So I didn't go behind the theory a lot. When we need the theory, I will let you know about the tools. So we will look at one more tutorial. Moving on to chapter 3. So chapter 3 basically talks about editing methods. So I showed you one editing method called mirror tool. So we will look at the others in a while. So before we look at the editing methods, we will try to do a small tutorial again. So you can try this very simple tutorial. I will give you some time. Just try this simple tutorial and try to get a 3D, fully defined sketch and 3D model. Just try this and see. So we will draw a simple sketch. lines. So if you want to draw a single line, you can continuously press the left click and release. Now what I did was I continuously press the left click and release. It will draw me a single line. If you click and release, this is continuous line. So what I'm doing here is I'm clicking and releasing the mouse, clicking and releasing the mouse. If I just continuously click, it will only draw me a single line. So these are some useful tools. So if you just continuously click left click, it's a single line. If you click and release, it's a continuous chain. So you can check that in your machine. So I did I just click and release, sorry, continuously click. So now I want to remove some of the parts here. So I want to remove this part of the line. Say, imagine I want to remove this. So I am applying the trim tools available here. There are 5 available tools, trim. The last one is the first one is a combination of all these 4. So we will look at the first one later, and we will look at these 4 first. So second one is called corner trim. You can see that in the diagram, it will form a corner like this. So I will undo the things and do it again. If you select this one and this one, it will form a corner like this. It's called corner trim. Third one is this one is the last one. I will look at the last one now. Trim to closet. Trim to closet is we can remove this part if you want. If you want, you can remove this part even this part you can remove, even this part you can. So this is a very powerful tool. You can remove all the lines if you like. And we have power trim. Power trim is a combination of all these. It's like you hover, click and go above the unnecessary parts. So I'm clicking and going above the unnecessary parts. So I will do it again. Power trim. Just go above the part you want to remove. Say we can remove. So we can remove all the things because power trim is a combination of all these 4. It's working like this one also. And we have another one called trim away inside. So as the diagram shows, you can remove the middle areas. So what we do is we select the we click the tool, we select the 2 boundaries, and we can remove this middle area. So I will do it again. Trim away inside. You just select the 2 boundaries, and you can even click here. When you click here, you can see this is removed. So you don't need to come and click inside always because the method is inside. And if you select the outside method, it will remove the outside boundaries. Simple tools. Trim away outside. Just select the 2 boundaries and click here. Outside will be removed. You can try these 5 tools and tell me if you have any questions. I will explain again. In my notes, I have given some pictures how the corner trim works, how the trim away inside, trim away outside works, trim to closet works. So if you look at the trim to closets, this is a really powerful tool. So if you want, if you have these kind of diagrams, if you want to remove this part of the circle here, this tool will work. Other tools will not work. You can't use trim away inside, outside. Power trim also may not work. So for an example, if you have these kind of circles and I will draw some marks. Key point. Tangent. So I'm making tangent. So this is the thing. I want to remove this middle part. So we can apply trim. So we will try power trim whether it's working or not. Power trim is also working because power trim is a combination of all these four. Or else we can apply trim to closet. Trim to closet. Just remove this one and you can get the shape. So you can't use the other three options. You can try this one even and see. So what I did was I drew two circles and I applied, use this 3-point arc and I applied the tangent relations. So you can just click on this circle and this arc and apply a tangent relation. So that's what I did. Try these things and see. I come in 1 minute. Okay, we will start again. Now, if you now there's another tool which is the opposite of trim. It's called extending tools. So extending tools, we can extend the required lines up to the required point. So if you want to say, for an example, if you have something like this, so if you want to extend this line up to this boundary or up to this boundary, we can use this extend tool. So we select the boundary and we can extend up to this, and it's going up to this source. So I will do it again. Go to extend tools, select the boundary you want. Still my memory is there. Wait. Okay. Now go to trim extend tool, select the boundary. So when you select the boundary, you can see it's extending up to here. So normally you don't need to select the boundary, you just select the line like this. It's extending. See how it works. If you say this one, it's extend to up to that boundary automatically. This side, it's not moving. This side, it's moved. It's still moving, and it tries to find the next bound. You can see how it works. Very powerful. So extending tool is not difficult. You just need to select the line end. It will try to find the boundary automatically. Then we have a good tool called offset. I will skip this fillet and samples for the time being. We will look at the offset tool with the tutorial. So I discuss about the mirror tool with you. Moving and rotating, scaling I didn't do. Copying this I didn't do. So I will start the tutorial and show you how it works and how I will use the offset tool in that tutorial. So we will start this tutorial and see how it goes. Now in this tutorial, origin can be somewhere here if you like. You can keep anywhere. No, origin is here. So origin is not there. Origin is here, measured from here to here. It's 60. So I should keep the origin here. So we will start the work. So in the drawing, origin I'm assuming here, circles we can draw here. So we can draw a single circle first. And it's, I think from here to here also 60, both are 60. So I will locate the circle. Circle is not still fully defined. The radius is, and it is I think also 60. It's 50. Diameter is 100. So radius is 50. So this is the circle location. Outside circle. Then we have to draw another circle, which is radius of 46. So this is the value of this gap is 4. So 50 minus 4 is 46. So we can draw another circle of 46, or else there's a tool called offset. So we can offset this circle by 4 distance. So there's a tool called offset. It will work for line, circle, arcs, whatever the shape you want. And the offset value is now 4. And we are going to add dimensions for the offset. It says select chain, so this is a single chain. What happens here if I select this way, we'll offset this side. So I want offset inside, so you can reverse this offset. And if you want, you can have bidirectional offset, both sides. There are options available. We look at this one Also, what do you mean by this one? Base geometry, construction geometry base. So what happens here is this basic geometry will become a center line. So I don't need this. I want to have a continuous line. You remember that center lines cannot be extruded. So these lines cannot be extruded. So I have to have continuous lines. So what I'm doing is offsetting for keeping this as a continuous line and offsetting inside. So this is inside for okay. So you can see the measurement has been done for you. SolidWorks put the measurement for you because I selected at dimension. So talking about offset a little bit, say if you have a drawing like this, if you want to get L shape, one thing is you can draw the full L shape, or else I can use the offset tool. Give offset value, select this. Automatically it will get it for you without redrawing. So I can increase the value. So you can reverse it, or you can have bidirectional. And if you want, you can have cap pens like this. Cap pens can be arco lines. A lot of things can be done. And if you want, you can make the base geometry construction. So what happens here is, now I'm getting this kind of a shape. I can easily quickly make it a 3D draw. So I started with the normal line, L-shaped line, but I use this offset tool. I selected this one. If you untick the chain option, what will happen? Only this line will be selected. Chain will automatically select all the lines connected to the parent. So cap pens will give you this kind of outcome. Base geometry.
Hello?
Yes.
So I have a question that how you took that 60 dimension.
It's in the drawing. 60. I took this as the origin.
Yeah. How did you take that to the sketch?
Sorry. This no, it's 60. Sorry. No. Oh, sorry. This is wrong. 60 from here to here. So this is wrong. Sorry.
It's like a sketch. The gun
Wait. I will redraw. I made a mistake. So 60 is from here to here, not from the origin. There is no origin here. So origin can be here. Wait. So this is 50 radius. So I take the origin in the middle. This is 100. Now I took the origin here, 100. Then I have to have a offset circle for radius, for distance, offset. This is 4. Select this. It should be inside, so you remove the bidirectional option, reverse it, have the dimensions. I don't need cap pens and other things, just press OK. So I got another circle quickly. So I use the offset tool. Otherwise, you draw the circle again. Then this area I should draw. So what can we do? Very difficult with these two slides. Okay, so I have to draw center lines. We will draw the center line because we need the symmetricity. I think horizontal line will be enough. Now we have to give dimension, so we will have the vertical also, both are there. So this is the origin, and here we can draw this shape. So we cannot directly draw the shape. We will draw a rectangle and trim the tips. We have to trim this middle lane. So we can draw we can use a rectangle tool if you want, or else you can use line tool. So if I use the rectangle tool, these are simple tools. First rectangle is talking about the corner rectangle. Corner means I'm just giving two corners like this and draw the rectangle. This way. The other one talks about center rectangle. So you give the center point and draw the rectangle. Then there's another one called 3-point corner rectangle. You have to give length or the width and the other. So 3 points. You can just play with these things and see 3-point center rectangle. Center given, first point given, second point. And you have the last one as the parallelogram. You can give the base size and the angle, base length and the angle, and get the parallel. So these are the 5 ways of drawing a rectangle. I will use one of this here. So we can use easily corner rectangle. So we will just draw somewhere here. I don't worry about any measurements. I just draw it here. You don't need to draw exactly as it is. This is SolidWorks. If you use AutoCAD, you have to draw exact drawings. If you do manual classes, hand drawings, exact shapes. So here with these 4. Then I don't know the length here. I know that this is 60 from this corner. This corner is 60. So I will have 60. Now I gave 60 and 4. And from here to here it's 20. We will later adjust. Now I have to get that necessary shape. Before getting that necessary shape, we can mirror this area. So I am selecting this rectangle. So you can use the selection like left to right selection like this. So you click here and cover this using a rectangular box. So I selected all the 4 lines. Otherwise, you have to click one by one and select, which is difficult. If you select this way, it's a right to left selection. All the unnecessary lines will be selected, so I don't need that. So we have to select like this. So we selected these lines and apply the mirror. Mirror about this. Okay, done. Now what we can do is we have to trim the things and give the dimensions. So we can give this 20. Now 20 given, you can see the mirror effect is working. Now I have to trim. You can use the power trim or the trim to closet, whatever the thing you like. Then this should be trim, 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 trim. So I am generating the drawing now. So this is how it works. So make sure it's fully defined. Still it's underdefined. So I think I have a problem. This should be equal to this. I mirrored it, but since I trimmed the parts, there's a problem coming. Now it's okay. So it's a fully defined sketch. You can see it's how it looks like. Then we can make it 3. Okay, so you can try this and see. Any questions, let me know.
So can you do the trimming part again?
So I drew this rectangle and gave 60, gave 4 and mirrored it. Wait, I'll come back. Okay, now we were here. We drew the rectangle and we mirrored the rectangle. So I will undo that one also. So this was the case. So I selected these rectangle four corners using the box selection. So I went from left to right, selected, and I used the mirror tool and mirror about this center line. Got it. Now we have to maintain this 20 gap here. So I'll apply smart dimensions from here to here. 20 millimeters. Now almost okay, but unnecessary things are there. So we will apply trim. You can use power trim or trim to closet. We don't need this one. So power trim also will work. Power trim. Be careful when you use the power trim. You have to cut it carefully. Otherwise unnecessary things will cut. This way I can cut it. So after you did the cut, this becomes blue because the relations are no longer there. So we can reapply the equal relation. Now it should become black in my one. So you check your drawing and see. Then if it is perfectly done, you should be able to do an extrusion. So in this question, we discuss about the trim tool and the offset tool and rectangle tool also. So you can try this and see any questions, let me know. I'm going somewhat fast because we don't have much time in the module. Within 5 days, we have to complete this modeling tools, which is somewhat difficult task. So I will try to do some, try to teach you some good concepts, not all like the full syllabus course. So the necessary ones I will teach. You can try this tutorial. This is chapter 5. I will send you the chapter 5 notes to Ms. Chaturika. I will send it. You can try this chapter 5 tutorial 3 question. This is done from Revolve tool. The outcome is this. So I hope everyone can draw a sketch like this now. You can try at home. And if you look at this tutorial, there are dimensions given to the other boundary. Now the dimensions are not given to this from the center line. It's given to the other surface. So when you rotate this, measurements are given diameter wise. So these are diameters actually, 360 full diameter. From here to here 180. So if you want SolidWorks to be given like this, how can I give? So for an example, I will jump to chapter 5. This was not given for you guys. I will upload it. I will give it to Ms. Chaturika. You can take a snapshot of this tutorial. You can try at home. I will give you some ideas how to draw this. I will draw 2 center lines. Now, origin is here. So you can draw half of the things and get the mirror. So this one you can draw half. Yeah, I will quickly draw it because drawing all these from shapes where it is going to be difficult. So we will draw a half. So somewhat this kind of a drawing I should draw. So you try at home. This is, I'm just giving you some ideas only. And now if you look at this diagram, the measurements how they have given is double the value. So from here to here it's 20, 40 is for the diameter. This is a circular object. So how can I give 40 in SolidWorks? Now if you just come here and click here and click here, it will be 18. Now if you take the mouse to this side, it will be double. So this is how SolidWorks works. Now this is 18. If you take the mouse to this side, it will be double and show it to as 37 or 40. So it's very simple. This is how you put the measurements in these kind of examples. So this is 108. So if I want, I can come here and put a dimension from here to here, here to here. So if you take the mouse to the other side, it will be double. So this is how we give it in SolidWorks. So you try this tutorial. When you try the tutorial, remember to maintain this angle. So this is 62. This can be parallel. So when you draw this line, there's a parallelism tool. You can make it parallel. So if I show you, now if I want to have parallel lines, just select these two lines and apply this parallel tool. Parallelism maintain. And this one and this one parallel. So this way we can make them parallel. So then you don't need to put everywhere 62, 62. So you can put 62 here and 62 here only. And you can make these lines equal. This one equal, this one equal to this, this one equal to this, equal to this. So a lot of equalness can be given, equivalent properties can be given. So just try this and see. And after you finish this one, you take the mirror. Fully define one area, one side. And get the mirror image. So we can go to mirror, select the entities. These are the entities to mirror. Make sure you select all the entities. And get a mirror. So this is going to be easy. Otherwise, you have to draw all the things again, apply a lot of relations. So mirror will help you to reduce your time. I hope you understood what I tried to say. So just try this tutorial. This is actually chapter 5. I will give the chapter 5 to Chaturika soon. So you can take a screenshot of this and work on this. So chapter 5 last tutorial. So I haven't done other things still. So we have to cover the pattern tools to get these other tutorials done. So and one tutorial also another tutorial I will give you. You have to do some work at home to cover more theory parts in the online class. So just do some work at home and come next day. Then it's easy for us because we have a tight schedule, very tight schedule. So chapter 3 is fully done. Not fully done. We have to cover this theory. We will cover this one next day, the pattern theory. Chapter 3. So chapter 4. Chapter 4, here you can try this tutorial also. try this tutorial also with the knowledge you have up to now. Chapter 4 tutorial. So I'm giving 2 questions for you to try at home. Just try these things and come, then it's easy for us to do new topics in the class. So this is 8600 double values. So you can here also don't worry about drawing this full thing first. You just complete this line up to here. Start from here, complete the lines up to here and put the dimensions and try to make it fully defined. Then draw the arc. So you can draw one arc and offset this 7 millimeter. So when you try to draw the arc also, you just mark this point 110 from the bottom. Get the 3-point arc. Give this point, and the radius. Automatically the arc center will be snapped to here. I don't know the center here. So when you give this point and radius, automatically the arc center will be under this center line. So I don't need to worry about the center point dimensions. I hope you understood. So you draw only this part. So if you look at the slides here, they have done it. You draw only this part and draw an arc. You don't need to have this one also. You just draw from here to and give the radius. Automatically the arc center comes. Then trim the things and get the correct shape and apply the revolve. They are drawing up to here, no need. You can stop it here. So this is how it works. So you have a lot of 5, 5, 5. I don't need to give a lot of 5s. I can make them equal. So all these small groups are equal size. So I hope you understood how to do these tutorials. So just try these tutorials. Tutorial 4, question number, chapter 4, tutorial 2, and chapter 5, tutorial 3. Any questions up to this point? What we have discussed? So I'm showing the full syllabus we are doing for the 4-year degree program mechanical engineering. We may not cover all the areas, but I will try to cover as much as possible. Any questions up to this point?
So can you please show the question from chapter 5 again?
You can have a snapshot, screenshot. So next day I'm covering, I hope to go until chapter 6. Somewhat fast, can't help. So if you have any questions, just ask from me when the class is carried out. This is the question. So we will be getting 2 assignments, one based on structural simulations and the other one based on CFD, computational fluid dynamics. So before doing those things, we have to master this 3D modeling. So you will get assignment to model the 3D part and apply some loads and fluids and get some simulation results. So I didn't finalize the paper assignment. I will give it soon. So any questions? Hope you understood this one, because you actually jump in without doing any manual. Have you done any manual drawings or AutoCAD before?
We have done manual drawings.
Then it's going to be easy. Otherwise, it's not going to be difficult. Manual drawing you have done, so you may understand what I'm saying. Otherwise, it's like you are not going to school and doing a degree, so it's not going to work. So since you have done manual drawing, it won't be a big issue. So we will wind off for today. So I will upload these videos in our channel. I think you don't have a course web, separate course web. So I will upload these videos in my channel. Any questions, you can always ask from me. You can message me. This Chaturika has my contact, so you can send me a message. So we will stop.
So how we can get those tutorials?
Tutorials in our
Do you, s- do you
slides.
send
These are given.
us? Yes.
These were sent
Yes.
to
I mean your slides actually.
These were sent. These slides were sent.
Okay.
You look at your email. Miss Chaturga sent you.
Right. Okay.
So videos I will upload to my channel. I showed you earlier. I think this is our channel.
Yeah.
Sion. You may heard about us. I don't know whether you have heard about us or not. This is our channel. So I will upload the drawings to the videos to our channel. If your institute has official channel, I will upload there. Otherwise, I will upload here. So I will stop the class for today. So we will meet next day. Please don't miss the class because we are doing a lot of work within these 4 hours. Try to participate for every class. Thank you for participating.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.